Hi, I'm Annie, and I want to thank you for joining in for some meditation practice today. Our practice is going to be completely consumed by the breath, and our lungs. And this is such an important part of meditation because our breath, our lungs, are our primary source of daily energy. We could think of ourselves as having a battery within us, a daily battery. And our oxygen intake, CO2 release through the lungs is the greatest contributor to this supply of energy that we have every day and keeping our battery full while we need it instead of feeling fatigue and burnout and exhaustion and frustration and all those emotions that come with it. So the breath is such a primary component to not only meditation, but also to our health. So we're going to be working with breathing techniques. And the very first thing that we're going to do is just start to become more familiar with our own unique individual lung capacity for ourselves. That's a great place to start. So we are going to just take our hands and place them somewhere around the bottom of your rib cage that feels comfortable for you. Your thumbs are going to go along the back of the rib cage. Just really have a good grip of the lowest part of your lungs and just get used to feeling the sensation of your hands holding on to our rib cage here. We're going to be breathing in and out of the nose for all of practice. Nasal breathing is also an excellent way to maintain health. And I encourage you to really pay attention to nasal breathing as much as possible. It naturally reduces inflammation. So if you have inflammation in your sinuses, nasal breathing is a really good way to work to get rid of that. We are going to have our hands here, just feeling our comfortable posture, and just tune in to my voice as we close our eyesight down, closing our eyes, feeling that the body is upright and we feel alert and paying attention. And we're just listening to the words here, starting to feel in the body, feeling your hands here resting along your rib cage. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your thumbs so you really feel the rib cage very specifically here as we get started. And we'll just breathe in, and what I want you to focus on as we breathe in through the nose together here is the front rib cage area where your fingers are resting against. You're going to see how much of your effort with this breath is placed on feeling the front rib cage expanding, just the front rib cage expanding as you breathe in and moving back into place as you exhale. So give this a try, really paying attention as you inhale through the nose, feeling that the lower rib cage is expanding and releasing as you exhale, releasing back into place. Continue and just really feel this front rib cage area expand on the inhale. How much can you press out away from your body with the rib cage, really expanding the front body. And then releasing on the exhale. So let's try the back body now, the back rib cage. Taking a breath in, feeling that your thumbs are pressing back and away from the body because the back rib cage is expanding backwards, away from you. And then exhaling, coming back into place. Keep trying this till it feels a little bit more comfortable with each breath. This might feel like a new sensation, but just really be present. This is still mindful breathing. very much a part of a regular meditation practice that we can incorporate. As we inhale again, feeling your thumbs moving away from your back, side, releasing, exhaling, bringing your thumbs back in toward the body. One more inhale. Filling up in the back rib cage, the back part of the lung, in the lowest part of the lung. Exhaling, releasing. And now we're going to take this breath horizontally, and we're going to feel the palms of our hands moving away as much as you can. This may feel a little challenging at first, and that's because we're not necessarily used to doing this. So this could be new, and we're practicing feeling what's happening in our lung. So as we inhale, we feel that our side rib cage body is moving out away on the right and the left, and then coming back in on the exhale. As we inhale, feeling this expansion across the rib cage from side to side. Exhaling. Try a few more. Really feeling this horizontal expansion right in the lungs. This is our energy center. Exhaling. And one more. And exhaling. Really feeling the full rib cage. We'll take one breath in and out here together. Our arms might be feeling sore from holding the sides here. We'll take one more breath in. Really feel that you can expand the lower part of the lung completely in the front, in the back, and along the sides. Inhaling, completely expanding. And then exhaling, releasing, letting go. And now just place your hands down very comfortably somewhere on your legs. Again, feeling an upright posture. Relaxing the shoulders, they've just been working. Doing some efforting as we work on our mindful breathing. Allow the shoulders to relax. Allow the hands to relax. And still feel that the body is upright. And we're going to use a 2-part inhale and exhale. And again, feeling that we're not breathing from the top part of our lungs, but the breath now that we've really practiced with the lower lung, the lower rib cage area expanding, that is where the breath is going to come from. And this is a very excellent breathing technique when we're feeling any bit of anxiousness or overwhelm. So we'll breathe in this lower part of the rib cage, breathing in through the nose. Take another sip in, and then a slower, elongated exhale, again out of the nose. So we're going to practice some of these together, and you're going to do some more on your own. Inhaling lower rib cage area, fully expanded. Breathe in again. And then exhale out the nose. Try these again. Really pay attention to the rib cage area. Inhaling fully. Inhale again. Exhale. So it's a double inhale, exhale. Try a few more. Inhale. Exhale. Continue with this. Inhale. Inhale, exhale. You may start to feel a little tingly. That's normal. Inhale, inhale, exhale. We're really exaggerating the practice of the lungs just to get used to using our whole lung here with this. Inhaling again. Inhale, exhale. You will be able to use this technique on your own And you don't have to exaggerate it quite so much, but this really engages all parts of the lung, which is so important. Inhale, inhale, exhale. So important for our daily energy, for our blood flow, for our overall well-being. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And we'll just relax here for a moment. Just check in. Notice how we feel. Again, you might feel this tingling aliveness through your arms or legs or in your torso. Notice how your rib cage and your lungs are feeling. You've been working hard. We're going to use another technique that's also about the breath, but it's about calming our system down. So these two practices, the double inhale, exhale, is really excellent for anxiety. And this practice is really a great way to calm down if we're starting to feel agitated, restless. We'll inhale on a count of 4, exhale on a count of 6, and we're going to add a slight hold at the bottom of the exhale. So we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold the breath. Inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold the breath. If it feels uncomfortable, you can continue with this 4 inhale. We're inviting the CO2-O2 exchange to streamline within our body with these holds. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold the breath. Again, if this is possible for you, it gets easier and easier as we work with our lung energy center. Last inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last hold, holding the breath, relaxing the body, becoming more and more familiar as we're holding for a few more seconds with how to expand and open the capacity of our lungs for greater health and well-being. Okay, you can release this technique and keep our eyes closed here as we just check in with the body. Notice how we're feeling. Notice these sensations occurring in the body by utilizing the capacity of the lungs. And pay attention to your own breath. Notice if you have a short breath that's in the upper chest, that unfortunately is too common these days as to our normal breathing pattern. And can we elongate the breath to include the lower part of the lungs and make an easier transfer of oxygen, a streamlined transfer into the bloodstream, into the body, by really utilizing this lower part of our lungs for our everyday breathing. And we can use mindfulness breathing practices to support us. Thank you very much.